So, thank you everybody for joining us today. We want to present our final project that, as you can see, the name of our app is Plantagochi. To say it somehow, this is an app that we created all together. I'm going to show the team. We start with Ana Gracia. You can see here the pictures, so you can have an idea of, well, you will see here the girls, so you can meet them. Okay, Marta, Ana Lisbona, and myself. So the four of us worked together for the last month and a half in order to create the application that we are presenting today. So a little bit of context. How did everything begin? So at the beginning, we were doing a little bit of brainstorming all together in order to decide which application we would like to create. And we saw that we had in common that we all like plants, and we can consider ourselves that we are plant lovers. But lots of times it came up in our conversations, like even if we really enjoy plants, sometimes these plants that we have at home, they die because we really don't know, or we are not sure how to take care of them. Sometimes we think that we are watering our plants properly, but out of the sudden we just drown them. So it was always this conversation that each plant has a different type of care. So sometimes I think I'm doing it good, and then I realize that I'm not doing it good at all. So we came up with the idea that it would be nice to have kind of application where we can have a big database, which we can add more plants or increase them in the future. And these plants, they are kind of different cards with some specifications for each of one of these plants regarding the soil, regarding the location, the watering needs, etc. We also saw that it's not only watering one time all your plants. Like as I said before, your plants have different needs. So it's not as easy as I'm going to water my plants one per week. So it was, for us, important to have all our plants with their different needs in one application. Not only this, but we thought that it was important as well to be able to register the plants and also create kind of a connection with our calendars and receive notifications in order to know when do I need to water my plants, because sometimes we forget when it was the last time that we did it. So this is the main thing. All this came up with the idea of creating this application that we named Plantagochi in honor to the Tamagotchis that we all know, that I think they are like the 90s, I think they are back. So it was a good moment to make kind of a mention to this. It's like our Tamagotchi of plants, yeah? So for us, it was really nice to do or create, and the satisfaction that we share like all our happiness with you guys, because we are really happy that we created this app, that we believe that it's going to be something useful for ourselves and for anyone who wants to use it. Like, we really welcome you to use it in case that you are interested, and always let us know your feedback in order to improve this application. Yeah. So let's go. Let's start discovering this app. So get ready. Here we have our application name, as I said, Tamagotchi. This is the landing page. And what I'm going to do is show you a little bit of the overview of the landing page. Yeah. You will see like all the details that we created, like our logo. You have the option here of register yourself or access in case that you already have an account. And here you have like the images of what you're going to find inside this application. As I mentioned before, the idea is to have our database of plans and also to create the calendar reminders. Yeah. In this case, I already have an account, so I'm going to access. It's going to be really easy. And here we have immediately, I can access to the plant collection. As you can see here, we have different search criteria by difficulty, if it's pet friendly or not, and alphabetical criteria. Which criteria we use to consider if a plant is difficult, medium, or easy to take care? In this case, we are based on the frequency of watering the plants as well as the location. If it needs a little bit of sun, it needs shadow, it needs a lot of sun, or it needs a specific temperature in order by the plant to survive. Yeah. Regarding the pet-friendly condition, in this case, what we are considering some in case that they are not poisoning for cats or dogs or horses. This is the standard categorization. So in our case, we have been really restrictive, and we consider that if only one of these animals could be in danger because of this plant, we are considering that it's going to be non-pet friendly. So we want to make sure that none of our pets or none of these animals are going to be in danger. So this is the criteria that we use. So here, how I'm going to save one of my plants. In this case, for example, I can go to any plant that I'm interested. For example, let's see, I have a Monstera. So I'm going to click in my Monstera card. And as I mentioned, we have different variables here. In this case, here is the location. As I said, indicate if the plant is an indoor or outdoor plant and the amount of sun that it needs. It has the instructions detailed, so you can take a look there if you want. The frequency of watering, not only that, but also the way that you should water your plants. Sometimes you just need to add water. Sometimes you need only to spray the water, the plants. See? The temperature, as I said, like this is the optimum temperature for this type of plant. So in order to survive, as I said before, sometimes we believe that you can have a plant outside when it's 3 degrees in winter, and out of the sudden this plant just die, and we don't know why. So this is a good way to take a look at it, and you can know what's the reason of that, and the soil that this plant needs. So what's the good thing about this application? Well, lots of things, but we are going to focus on this. I have these plants, and I can put a name. I choose a name for my plant. So I understand that lots of people who are plant lovers, they tend to put different names to their plants, no? So in this case, I have this one, and I'm going to say that this plant is Daniela, okay? So I'm going to save my plant. And immediately I go to my plants. These are all the plants that I have registered in my user, okay? I have a petunia named Señora Petu. I have a cactus that is Micaela, a Christmas flower, Aina, and Costilla that is Daniela, okay? So this is perfect because I already have all my plants and my cactuses. I also want to mention that if I have more than one cactus, for example, I can go back and I can search cactus, and you will see that you have 2 different cactus here. So you can make the difference. Okay, so now let's say that I want to set the reminder for Micaela. So here you have the option which connects this application with your calendar. So in this case, I'm going to use Google Calendar because it's the one that I have by definition. And you will see at some point, yeah, that the subject already says, I'm going to water Micaela. And inside the body of this reminder, we show you the instructions of watering and how you have to do it. It's the same information that you can find in your plants card. So remember how you need to water your plant, and in summer it's like 2-3 times per week, and winter is only 1 time per week. So since I have this information, what am I going to do here? I'm going to set my custom reminder. So it was now kind of summer, spring. So I'm going to set, for example, it's 2 times per week, and I'm going to repeat it. And for example, I can set, as you all know how the Google Calendar works, so I'm going to set from this. I'm going to save it to my calendar, and I already have all the notifications that I need to water Micaela. Yeah? And I think this is it. And thank you, everybody, for being part of our journey, and long life to the plants. So in case you have any questions, please let us know. And thank you for your time and listening to us.
Congratulations. I really liked it. I don't know, I can start, but Silvia or Sandra, if you have any comments or questions, you can also go ahead. Oh, wait, 1 second. So I think that it's very creative, and that is always like a plus. I have so many questions that are not coding questions because I think it's an amazing project. One thing that I believe might be challenging for your app is like having the data set with the diversity of plants existing in the world. So I was wondering if you will consider at some point turning it into something that's more like crowdsourcing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you think about this?
Yeah, I think this is one of the next steps that we want to like upgrade in our application, because one of the not difficult, but it was one of the longest parts, as you said, was try to find all that information. So one of the things that we want to change here, upgrade, is like everyone who wants to add new plans with that information, that they are capable of doing it. So it's in our plans. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Totally.
We actually have like a list of additional features that we would like to implement that we didn't have time, but like this one, that it would be great in the future to have. So yeah.
And which are the other ones? Just out of curiosity, if you want to share, if this is top secret.
Yeah. No, it's not top secret. But for example, we would like to add like a forum so plant lovers can share, I don't know, tips, and they share maybe pictures of their plants.
Mm-hmm.
We would also like to implement the themes, like dark theme, because I know that most users want to use the dark theme. More languages, because right now it's only in Spanish, so for sure English, and maybe other languages. And maybe add more filters, the bloom season for plants. Yeah, there's like a long list, but we would need to prioritize.
Yeah.
And right now, the landing page that you have is responsive.
Yeah. Well,
Amazing.
for example, if I show you.
Nice.
The iPhone, the iPad. Yeah, we made sure of that. Well, it was
Amazing.
one of. Yeah.
I mean, I have no idea about coding because I didn't do this bootcamp, but it looks like it's very well achieved. I mean, like the integrations with another applications and so on. It looks like something that it wouldn't be very easy to implement. But you did it. There's like a lot of parts in the landing page. It's just not just the landing page, but there's so much to it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it was a really good teamwork set because there are a lot of parts in the process and a lot of things you need to take into account, and it was a good practice to work all together to always find a better solution for everything, and always it was really useful because working together somehow it was a continuous brainstorming, so I think it was something nice to do. Yeah.
Did you divide the different parts of the creation, or you were working together on everything?
Well, we divided some parts, but most of the time, even if we divided those parts, we were working together. So real time. So we were always mentioning what we were doing and trying to help each other. So yeah, it was kind. Someone was responsible for that area, but it doesn't mean that that person was the only one working there.
Of course.
It was a nice way to organize ourselves because. Yeah.
Silvia says show the Trello board.
Uy, where is it?
We want to see the backstage.
Need to find it. Trello.
Do you have it? I have the link if you want.
Yeah, can you share it?
Sí. In the chat.
Sí.
Vale.
No. A ver. So, well, here we have it. All the things that we have done and organized by the person who was in charge.
It's a long list.
It's a really long list. And all the resources of all the information that we were gathering at the beginning. You see all the information of plans and extras of future, that is the private information that we cannot share with you because it's not going to be a surprise. So yeah, this is how we organized. See, like, for example, the database and people who were working here and CSS and all that stuff. Content, components, GitHub projects, the landing, the backend. So we were just deciding how to divide each task and just do it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know, Silvia or Sandra, if you have any comments or questions.
Oh yeah, it's lovely seeing your background. Very refreshing, and it seems like you're sitting in a garden and presenting your application. Very nice, very well done. I've seen you guys working 2-3 times, and I can say that when they're working, they just forget about everything, and it's a very good product, and you guys have worked really hard, and I wish you all the very best of luck for your future. And Sylvia, you are looking very proud and happy. So well done, all of you.
Thank you, Sandra. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'd like to say, I think it's a very rounded application. In the end, there's a lot of features, like from the things you discussed you wanted to implement at the very beginning, you achieved pretty much all of them.
Mm.
And it's looking beautiful, and there's a lot of things that you went out of what you already know to do, like integrating a third-party library, or like the backend this time is a lot more complex than the movies app, and in the end it worked really nicely. I wanted to ask, I already gave you a spoiler, but what would you say was the hardest part to do or to achieve, and what you are the proudest of? Maybe individually you have different opinions, but
I think that for me, it was the time that I spent like it was the backend part that I spent like 2 hours not knowing what was wrong, and it was missing an S from header. That was super frustrating. And I don't know, I think that what I'm most proud of is that we were able to, like you said, that achieve everything that we set out to do. And like it has all the main features that we wanted it to have. And also, I don't know, the design is super beautiful. So that too.
no, I think on top of the fact that you managed to do it, you also found out a way to combine your skills perfectly, as in whoever wanted to dedicate more time to CSS could do it, and some other person would maybe work on the backend more. And this is great teamwork practice, which I think is like this was not one specific thing that was part of the bootcamp, but you made it, you included it in the project by working as a team. And like the fact that you use Trello, which is amazingly organized, is also a great practice of what real life projects and teamwork is. So yeah, I'm super happy for you, and super proud. I'm curious, are you planning on sharing this, like maybe tweet about it, have your friends tweet about it, spread the word, have them come, maybe provide an email for them to suggest features or improvements?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like we are all sharing this application with our friends. Actually, I received some suggestions yesterday, and one of them was, it would be nice if I can add the photos or pictures of my own plants. So then I can just see if they are looking better than the last month, and I can just tracking. It was like, okay.
Come on.
But yeah, that's the idea, and I totally agree with Anna. I think for us it was also important to work together better than doing a project alone by ourselves, because we also wanted to experience what is to work with other people. So it's not only what you are capable of doing, it's also what you can share with others. And maybe, I don't know, Marta is really good with this styles and CSS, and Anna is really good with backend. So it's a good combination, and one can learn from each other. So I think that's also really positive, and actually something that then we are going to experience in real life in different jobs. So it was also nice to have this. Really nice.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Awesome.
I just wanted to congratulate you. I think you have made a lot of effort during the course and you have a very cool application finally.
Thank
And
you.
I'm super happy.
Thank you, Kata. I really appreciate it.
All right. Is there anything else that you want to share or tell us about for your project?
Well, the only thing that I would like to say is like, this doesn't end here. Like the plan for us as a team is continuing improving this application and maybe create something new together, because I think that we created a good team and we want to make profit of it. So, and we are really happy, actually. We are really proud and happy of this application. So it's our first baby, to say somehow, and we are really enjoying it, and we are really happy to show it to all of you. I guess I speak for the whole team. So, you know.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a very good decision when you decided to do this as a team. Now I can see it very clear.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm really looking forward to seeing your next project.
Yeah,
or even this one.
you will hear from us. Yeah. Yeah.
Bueno, chicas, unless anybody else wants to add something. Nope. Okay, I just have to congratulate you again. We're really, really, really proud. This project looks like very high-end. You did it 100%. So you have to be very, very proud of yourselves. And now it's time for you to enjoy and celebrate after these 24 weeks of learning something absolutely new for you. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, now we're gonna get drunk, Sylvia. Oh, goodness.
All right, chicas. Adios. Enjoy.
Happy Easter.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao, ciao.